Hey guys, this is Sam from Slightly Odd Family. I wanted to show you guys what I sold last week, starting from Monday to Sunday. So this is my Vendu. I just started using Vendu last month, so in December. Um, and when I started using Vendu, I actually started on selling on Depop. I didn't sell on Depop before because I was cross-listing manually from eBay to Poshmark, and, like, sometimes I didn't even post them on Poshmark because it was just I have other things to do in the day. Because if as you guys know, I have 6 kids, and we homeschool, and so that's just a lot to do, um, as well as, cleaning and cooking and everything else that comes with having a family. So here's my analytics. There's actually 2 sales that I don't have included on here because they're items that I hadn't added onto Depop yet. I still have other items that I have not added onto Depop yet too. I mean, not Depop, Vendu. Uh, I just haven't uploaded everything because I only have the 125 item plan right now. I just wanted to see how it works out for me, and then I'll upgrade to more items per month. So I'll be able to get all my other items uploaded and cross-listed and everything. So I had $137 in revenue minus those 2 items and $103 in profit. It says here 9 items sold, but actually 11. And this is like the number of new listings I added during that week. I've been doing 4 new listings a day. I'd like to do more, but I'm starting small. I'm trying to build good habits, and you have to start small. At least for me, I have to start small so I can make sure it gets done every single day. And then here's more, like, shows you the marketplace revenue and profit on a little donut graph. And then here's some, like, the average sale prices and the number of sales per marketplace. I did good on Poshmark in this week. I've done surprisingly well on Depop. I see a lot of other people talking about when they go over their sales, they'll have like one sale here or there, but I've sold more than I expected to on Depop in the short amount of time that I've been using it. So that's really cool. So I'll start with showing this, I guess. Uh, so I sold first this pair of kids Keen hiking sandals. It's a toddler size 10. I found this pair and 2 other pairs of kids um, sandals at the same time at the bins. And so they're really cheap to get, and they sold pretty well. So those sold for $14. The next thing that I sold was this pair of American Eagle super high rise, some straight leg distressed jeans. I've heard a lot about, like, I don't buy, nor I haven't bought in a while skinny leg jeans to sell, but I've heard that distressed is not doing well anymore. These sold on Poshmark not for very much, for $12. They sent me an offer, but you can see they gave me a 3-star rating. So in their 3-star rating, they said that they smelled horrible, that they smelled stronger than any normal laundry detergent. So I've got these at the bins, obviously, also, but so they did not smell horrible. Yes, they did smell like someone was using, like, scent beads in their laundry, but they smelled like laundered, and like maybe someone who just likes to have a lot of fragrance in their laundry. Like, they use their scent beads and they used scented laundry detergent, but they were, I mean, it was more than I would like in my clothes, but they didn't smell bad. If they smelled horrible, I wouldn't have purchased them. But sometimes people, they leave reviews like that. Like she's the day that she purchased that they were delivered to her house, she left this review. She said that she had washed them twice and soaked them in vinegar and couldn't get the smell out on the same day that she received them. I was like, she has free time, but that's fine. I'm not going to worry about it. It's just one little review. Okay. So then the next thing I sold was this Victoria's Secret pink seamless bra. I sold that on Poshmark. It's right here. It was a boosted item. I have my shop boosted on Poshmark just because their fees are, I mean, Depop, guys, I can't get the names right. Their fees are so low that I don't mind having my shop boosted because it costs like maybe $1. I don't know. It's not much, but after the fees come out, I got $5.16 for that item. It's just a Victoria's Secret pink sports bra. When I found it, it didn't have the padding in it. But so when I'm at the bin, sometimes I'll take out the padding of bras that are like in not good condition. Like I'll just take the little pads out of them and I'll save them. So then when I find one that is in good condition that may not have the pads, then I'll just put them in and use that. So that way I can sell it as like a complete, not missing the padding, you know? Okay, the next thing that I sold was this Soma Vanishing wireless bra. I got this at the bins also. This sold on Poshmark. So this one sold for $11. I think that's pretty good. So after the fees and everything, I got paid out $7.86, which is not bad. And especially compared to this one on Depop, we'll see how much this one sold for. It sold for only $6 and my payout was $5.16. Like that's how much cheaper the fees are. So it was only 84 cents in fees for that. While on Poshmark, it was much more. I only made $7 and something cents off of an $11 item. So I really do enjoy Depop's lower fees. The next thing that I sold was this another Soma bra. I love getting the bras at the bins. All of these were at the bins. They cost like 42 cents. So it's $1.89 a pound. So that makes them only about 42 cents, which is amazing. So I sold this one on eBay. Let's scroll down to it here. So it sold for $15. I think that's an amazing sale to turn 42 cents into $15. I think that's awesome. All right. The next thing that I sold was this pair of Lucky Brand jeans. I sold these on eBay. These sold for $16. These I didn't buy them at the bins, or maybe I did buy these at the bins. I think I did buy these at the bins actually. I thought I have a bunch of inventory that's left over from a consignment customer that I had several years ago. Think now that I did get these at the bins. I think I had picked them up to sell them to Plato's Closet, and Plato's didn't actually get them. And so they sold here for more, which is awesome. All right. The next things that I sold, I believe I'm going to go over these two things that are not listed here. So I sold this vintage 80s Tanj or Tanjay. I think it's Tanjay, but it had it might be Tanjay, but a beaded sequin bow women's sweater. This was actually from my grandmother's house. I don't believe this is something she wore, but it has these sequin bows here on the shoulders. I accepted an offer and sold this one for $12.91. Maybe I sent an offer and they accepted it. So that's a great deal. I had it for a little bit listed, maybe 3 months at the most. but I knew it would sell because it has the bows, and that's like cool right now, I guess. The next thing that I sold was this loft buffalo plaid dress. So this is actually part of the consignment stuff that I was talking about before that the lady left with me. It was really nice of her. I think I was taking a break from selling, and I asked her if she wanted when I could bring her items back to her, and she told me like, no, 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 just keep them. Anyway, this sold for $17.50. It's awesome. So I had this listed for years actually before it sold. So don't be afraid to leave your things listed. So the next thing that I sold was this Van Heusen men's pullover sweater. I sold this one on Depop. Here on Depop, let's see, I sold it for $16, only $1.28 in fees. So $14.72 is my end payout for that item, which is amazing. Okay, the next thing that I sold was this Billabong women's. It's like a little strapless mini dress. I'd say wear this over a swimsuit or something because it's small and thin. But so I sold that on Poshmark, and it sold for $8. And after that $8, I paid $3.14 in fees. So I only made $4.86, which is better than nothing, I'd say. I probably picked that up at the bins. I can't remember exactly when, but it was pretty light. So I can't say that I paid very much for it. The last thing the last thing that I sold for that last week was this pair of Metzlin Fellini light. They're light brown, but they kind of have a gray look because they're suede or nubuck, and they're Oxford's men's size 13. This is a really nice brand. I would have to check the actual sell-through rate to say if I would keep picking them up. I think I paid $10 for these at the regular Goodwill, and they did sell for $40. Let's see, so $40, and let's see what my actual payment for them was. So $32.84 was my actual payout for those, which is not terrible. But so that is all of my sales. So $137 total revenue plus these. That's another about $30. So I'd say about $167 revenue and probably about $120 in total profit. So I've just started this year with listing every single day. Before that, and what was happening last year is I moved into a new house. I was getting everything organized. Had a bunch of life changes happening or changes in my life. So is I was really working to get everything in order. And now I'm getting back to my selling, and as you can see, everything is getting good. And that week I only had one day that I didn't have sales. Even if there were only one sale happening, I still was selling something every day pretty much except for that one day. And I hope to keep that momentum going and bring it up higher, I guess. I hope that's the goal, right? So, thank you guys for watching and listening. And I hope you guys have great sales this coming week. And thanks for your time. So, like this video and subscribe to help me on my journey. And I'll see you guys next time.